Hi, Mike.
Hi, Yuko.
Yeah, today I would like to do some interview and about the core of the technology.
Okay.
Yeah, can you share with us how you found out about it and also what you know about his technology?
Okay. Well, I guess simply put would be that core love is probably the or one of the most amazing people on the planet today. Uh, not joking. Not joking. It's the real deal. Um, and I'm very grateful for that. So in essence, how do you get to know somebody like that? Well, if somebody's really amazing, your friends are going to tell you, and eventually you're going to know. So my dad actually told me about this because a friend of his shared like a design on these geometric designs, and my dad could feel that there was a certain amount of energy coming from that, even printed piece of paper. So that's how I got my first start. So my dad told me about it,
Mhm.
and
So you use it too? Did you experience
yes,
it? Yeah.
yes.
How
It,
do you go?
I actually have used it, and it's interesting because I understand that everybody has this. They experience life in different ways, you know. So I don't expect everybody to have the same experience that I did, and I know that different people have more acute sense of sensation, feelings, and all that. So I'm not saying your experience would be exactly like mine, but what I actually experienced was, when I was around these type of geometry, I felt like, it's almost like a big hug, and you know feeling connected. Like it's the opposite of feeling alone. That type of thing.
Mhm.
Like feeling this love hug. It's like a hug, you just have to have like so many designs, and then actually be able to sit next to it. And then, but I've seen people and they couldn't feel it, right?
Mhm.
Um, but it doesn't mean that it's not working. It means that, and I hope this is true. I hope that everybody could be able to feel this, and I think they can eventually.
Mhm.
But it was an amazing feeling for me. It was,
Wow, that's
and
mhm.
it always is, and it always is. It is comforting to know that there is something in the world that can make you feel love,
Yeah.
and
Wow. Wow, you well said it. That's so profound. Yeah. It's like a God's work, it's right there.
it's a miracle in a way. It's a miracle.
It is, it is. Wow, that
And
sounds very awesome. But how did the core study this technology to develop? Do you know?
I did watch a video, and it was interesting because Core actually he has a whole lot of videos on YouTube on his channel, and in the videos he actually said he gave his story, his backstory, and it was really dramatic. I can say that he said that when he was like a boy, when he was just like less than 10, he had this car accident with his brother, and just really for him it actually like took away his memory. He could only remember things that within a 3 day, and then his mind would just forget it. And that's insane. Like but he managed to find a way out. But the way he did was that he actually started having these. It's almost like God said, this is a pretty bad situation to be in, to have this type of thing happening with your brain. And Core would go through these cycles where his body would completely shut down, and and then his brain would release the massive amounts of this chemical that your body produces when you're dying, but instead it actually connected him to it, like restarted his system. He didn't actually die, and he went through like 300, I believe, 300 of these
Yeah,
near death experiences. Right?
yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, that's right.
So when I found out that he went through like 300 of these. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. I was like, see, that's what sets somebody apart. That's a pretty big distinction. And so, but each time this happened, what he was actually, in a sense, connected with God. God was giving him a download, saying, "Hey, you need a little boost." But it wasn't just a little boost. It was a God boost. So it's like, seriously, like he was literally, each time that had happened, over those 300 times, he was actually connected with this higher dimensional intelligence, this God, this source, and amazingly, and so I'm so grateful for it, he actually was able to receive actual information, like data, actual like you're talking, and or I mean better than that, because it's like, I guess you can receive downloads in a way right into your understanding. So that's, I think, the foundation, from what I understand, how Core actually is able to offer these type of blessings to us, and why he's so freaking smart. Which is, I'm amazed that I can actually say that, because I don't give these type of compliments lightly.
Yeah, I know that because of his accident, he ended up, losing his memory. So, in order to fix it or heal it, my understanding is that he did any research, any healing modality he could find, possibly he went through it,
Right.
And then
I heard that he's like mainly like a research person, and whatever he would get when he would have one of those episodes, whatever information, I think he probably just like researched the heck out of it until he could get some next step, and which is really, someone's got to do it, so he did it.
So that all the education he received from higher dimensional deities, he started to use that to create the sacred geometry design, which has an incredible healing power. So he ended up be able to heal himself, by his own technology,
bit by bit.
Yeah. And then he started to have a memory back. That's so incredible story.
It gives me chills when I think about it. I'm just like, yeah, that is, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Oh, wow. So what else do you understand about his technology? Is that all healing part, or some other purpose to it?
Well, I know like there's a really important part, and that's kind of like why we're having this interview right now, so that I could, in a sense, there's a big aspect of what Core's actually done to give us the ability to activate our own selves. In a sense, he did it with himself. He was his own guinea pig with all this information he was getting from this higher connection, so he formulated this system to activate people, and so Yuko, thank you for, you actually activated me, and I'm gonna tell everybody more, because this is amazing. But you used these techniques that Core set up, and it was amazing. So the thing that Core, I believe, did, the way he organized this activation is there's your body and your memory is stored in different places in your body. It's not just in your brain. Some people have said it's in your spinal cord and different things. And so when you freak out about something in life, or something, freak out in a good way or a bad way, this memory of this moment gets stuck somewhere, and it kind of like it's like putting in a sticker on yourself, and all of a sudden you got like a bunch of stickers. You're like, well, who am I? Well, I'm a bunch of stickers, and that's not who I am. And so like basically Core, he figured out how to remove all that stuff that's not you, and then it's called activate it, because it's like that part, if there's a group of stickers on you somewhere, and that spot represents a certain memory that was either really happy or really crazy, then he has this system where you can do these breaths, and he's still upgrading the breaths. I am just amazed that he's not done. He is not done. He's continuing his awesome information feast. So, but he found a way with breath. And Yuko, you are amazing at doing this. Thank you so much. But he found a way with breath to actually unlock, or activate, which is a better term, that energy, that potential, that charge that was stuck in that position, whether positive or negative. Right. And so that's kind of the gist of what I kind of understood about how that works, the activations.
Right. So that my understanding is that when people more appreciate and understand about technology, what this can do to potential, then more people use it and activate ourselves, we will bring the heaven on earth. That's the whole purpose.
Right.
Yeah. Getting there.
And I want to see peace on earth, and I definitely know that one of the quotes that I think it was a quote that Gandhi said is you have to be the change that you want to see in the world.
Yes.
And every time I make myself better, I improve myself, I let go of something, I feel like everybody around me is getting better.
That's right. Yeah,
and I think it's not just a thought. I think it's actually happening, and you're saying it is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, Core teaches about that too, more scientific level, but we just know it too.
Yeah. Oh my Lord, I'm just so grateful to actually have this real group of people who are real, and just like you, just like Core, I am so grateful. So what's next question?
Okay. I think we pretty much summed up in the section about the course technology. So thank you so much, Mike.
You're so welcome.